What's up, gentlemen? Welcome to the Friday live stream. In today's video, we are talking about what a capsule wardrobe is. I actually put out a poll and I had a few answers come back, and it seems like there was a good amount of interest in what a capsule wardrobe is and how to build one. Now, while building a capsule wardrobe is actually, it's a bit more than I go into in a 10 to 15 minute live stream, I actually do plan on building a course on this. So in today's video, we're going to cover briefly, 3 different looks that you can mimic in a capsule wardrobe, also what a capsule wardrobe is and how you can get started on one if you'd like. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here with you. All right, so again, we're talking about how to build a capsule wardrobe. So I would like starting with quotes. I love quotes. I don't always remember them super well, but a couple of quotes here. Style is the image of character, and style is a way to stay who you are without having to speak. Another quote that I loved, I attribute it to Carl Morawski. I don't know that he's the first person to say it, but it says, "Clothing doesn't make the man, but it does introduce him." And if I do find that, who said that, I'll put that here. But I love that style and clothing is something that it speaks volumes without you having to. It tells people who you are in that fraction of a second where they're making their first impression of you, and that first impression lasts a good long time. At least I've looked at psychological studies. I did study psychology in college, and it looks like once you've made that first impression, however right or wrong it is, it's so much harder to change. So if you're able to make a good first impression with just your clothing, that first smile or wave, it's so much easier to keep it a good impression rather than having to fight and change that. So a couple of quotes, love those. So what is a capsule wardrobe? Capsule wardrobe, I also call it a core wardrobe. Here, Antonio Centeno from Real Men, Real Style likes to call it an interchangeable wardrobe. Basically, this is just the core or the centerpieces of your wardrobe. If you were to have, it varies on the amount of people or the amount of pieces you have. Here you can see Antonio likes 15. I've seen him do a couple of different variations. I've seen as many as 34, but 162 outfits with 15 pieces of clothing. So basically what you have to do for this core, this capsule, is find pieces that all go together. If you look at these pieces here, every single thing on here could be worn together. You can interchange all of them. That's how you're getting the 162 outfits, because each piece will go with each and every other piece. So you're multiplying instead of, I have this one outfit that goes only with the one things. If that was the case here, we would have, looks like probably 3 outfits, maybe a little bit more, but you're not going to get anything close to 162 if all of these clothes don't go together and aren't able to interchange with one another. So capsule wardrobe is that core. If you were to strip everything else out, you'd be able to get by with just these few pieces. So in building a capsule wardrobe, one question that is asked is, do I need a suit? So my short answer is yes. Every man needs a suit. And in my opinion, you need a good custom or bespoke or suit of a high quality that is tailored perfectly to you. You only need one. If we'll get into when you would need a little bit more, but every single man needs at least one good suit. We go to weddings, we go to funerals. We don't like going to funerals, but you need to get dressed up for funerals, maybe church, special occasions. You need that one suit that when the one-off events come up, an interview, you have that good suit. It makes you look good, you feel good in it, and it's able to fill that that event, and you're able to just look great for that. So yes, you do need a suit. If you are just going to get one suit, I would go with either a navy or a gray. This gray right here on your right is a bit light for your only suit. I would go with more of like a charcoal gray, but either a navy or a gray suit is going to work here. I don't recommend black. A lot of guys will think black as their first option. Don't get a black suit as your first option. It's, unless you love black, you can absolutely do that, but it is so much easier to have interchangeable pieces if you have a navy or a charcoal gray suit. If you notice here, I have some light brown shoes on with both of these suits, And that doesn't look so great with a black suit. You also couldn't interchange a black suit with, say, a navy suit. If you take these two pieces here, I can swap the jackets or pants. I can swap some shoes in here. I could even swap these ties here. I can interchange a lot with just these two looks. So we're going to have a suit color and pattern and everything that will go with all the other capsule pieces. That way, they're interchangeable and we're able to build this capsule. So navy or a charcoal gray suit is your first suit. Now, the next thing you need is work clothing, and this is going to look different for everyone. So for someone who is, say, maybe a lawyer, or you're meeting with high profile, high income clients, maybe you do need a suit. In today's world, that's a lot less common unless you are in a profession like a lawyer and going to the courthouse. You do have to wear a suit. That hasn't changed, at least from what I know. It may, but if you need a suit for work, then you do need to add some more suits here. And for a core or capsule wardrobe, we're not going to have, I do recommend you have 2 weeks of clothing built out for work, but that's 10 outfits, and some of these can be interchangeable, and we don't need to have 10 different separate outfits if you're just building this capsule. So another example of that, if you see that picture there with a sport jacket, tie, and trousers, it's also a good look. A lot of you won't wear this every day, but there are some occasions where you're going to have that meeting, you're going to meet a client, you need something a little more dressy, and that's something I would recommend. Polos are also great. That center picture is a long sleeve polo, and often you're going to have chinos. You might have jeans in here, it just depends on your workplace. But you're going to want at least one good look for work. And honestly, I'm going to recommend 2 here. Basically what we're going to do is I'm going to go through a work look. We'll go through a casual look. We've already discussed the suit, and basically you'll model each of these. I'm not going to go through how to build a capsule wardrobe right now, at least not in full. I am going to have a course that's coming out on that, but right now I just want to give you 3 different looks that you can model. So for the suit, say you do need more than one suit, oh, I'll get a navy and a charcoal. If you have both of those, get a little funner suit. That light gray suit would be a good third suit. So you can model these outfits that I'm putting up here. So for work, I would err on the side of being a little more dressed up. That's just me though. Even short sleeve polos, something with a collar. You don't have to go crazy, but just half a step up from maybe the rest of your workplace, and that way you look more professional, likely. And based on studies that I've read, people that dress better do get promoted more. They do get the opportunities more just because of how they're dressed. It goes back to that first impression that people have built of you. And if you're that guy that, oh, he always wears the polo or a t-shirt office, but he has a polo on, you're separate. You're a little bit better in their minds, whether that's right or wrong, just because of the clothing you wear. So find a good work look. I would recommend, say, chinos and a polo, and then at least one dressier look like that sport jacket and trouser combo over there. Don't have to wear a tie. We have some great ties. That's actually me at Smith Bespoke in downtown Salt Lake. And we had some good Italian ties. I love ties, so I always wear them. But now casual clothing. So this will range from, based on your personal preferences, based on what you do on a day-to-day, how you're spending your weekends. Maybe you don't want to have, like that picture to the far right, loafers and a polo. Maybe that's not you. Maybe you're more to the left, maybe some jeans and a bomber jacket. There's a dress shirt in there, but you can do a t-shirt as well, kind of like that one to the second from the left. Leather sneakers are essential here. Basically, your shoes, in my opinion, are literally and figuratively the base of your wardrobe. So they're the foundation. They're where I started with when I started improving my style. So for your casual look, I do recommend a good leather sneaker. These are going to be more expensive than what you're used to, but they do last so much longer as well. Those sneakers there that you can see in the red are some Italian sneakers from Archibald London. They're in the $200 price range, but I actually do polish them and you condition them because the leather is such a high quality that's going to last me, I would guess, at least 5 years, if not more. So buying high quality shoes, and really all of these pieces we want to be high quality because they're the core, they're what you're going to wear most often, And honestly, you can get away with just having these. But so for your casual look, you do want the sneakers or loafers. Loafers are also great. You could also have some boots for, say, the fall or winter, some good leather boots. But basically, this look is more up to you, but you do want to have a good couple of looks that you can rotate through and will get you through both the summer and the winter months. I did miss something back here on the work clothing. I would recommend getting a dress shoe. You can get something dressed a little bit down with, say, some broguing, which is the detail work. If you can see on these shoes, it's a little hard there, but the little holes punched into the shoe is called the broguing. Makes it a little more casual. You could also go with something like a loafer or a double monk strap, and those will help just dress you up. And if you don't want to go that far, if you feel like, Zach, that is just not me, just go ahead with a good leather sneaker and or a good leather boot. Will work with these as well. And that'll be a dressier look than, just some casual work, trainers, workout shoes is what I call them. I don't really like to wear those, anywhere else but working out. Sometimes I'll wear them on running errands, but if you're going to be at work, you want to dress those up. And then for your casual clothes, again, you can dress this down. You can get the cheaper shoes. I would recommend, if you've never tried it, get some good leather sneakers, and I think you'll really appreciate the difference. Last thing is lifestyle clothing, and this is 100% up to you based on what you do. I golf. I also work out. So you can see here I have some golf shoes. I have golf shorts, polo, and I have my workout clothes. I have everything from cheap workout clothes to expensive workout clothes. The key here is we are going to want to buy quality. We're going to buy something that lasts, but you're going to want to buy something that's going to fit the function of whatever it is you do as a hobby. So that'll be totally up to you in that. But each of these looks is in my slides there. Each of these looks is something that you can mimic. You know what a lifestyle look is now. You know what a suit look. I mean, you should have known what a suit is, but now you know that you do need at least one. But this capsule wardrobe, the key here is to make sure everything is interchangeable. And so if you look at the color palettes that we're here, they're all very similar. So you have blues, greens, and browns. They all go very well together. Each of you is going to have your preferences. My guess is a lot of you are going to like blues and grays, and that's perfect, especially for a capsule or a core wardrobe. Sticking to blues and grays is going to make them super interchangeable. And you can add some, maybe some greens in there, some reds in there, a couple of little things. Don't go crazy. This isn't where you can have those crazy pieces. As we build out your wardrobe in full, which eventually I plan to have a course on how to build your wardrobe start to finish, and more than just a capsule wardrobe, you can add those crazy pieces. If you look on my Instagram, you'll probably find I have a red bamboo jacket. It is a bright red. It is not a capsule wardrobe piece. It does go with quite a bit. You could probably fit it in here, but it's not something you could wear multiple times a week. People would notice because it is a bold jacket. But if you notice here, these jackets are very subtle. They're plain, and they're not going to get noticed, so that you can wear these multiple times a week. So that's kind of an overview on what a capsule wardrobe is. I hope that I've answered any questions. If you do have questions, please comment down below. Also like this video if you do like these, and please give me feedback. This is a live stream. This is new for me. I don't usually do a live stream, but I'm going to start doing these every Friday for now. If I don't get a few of you viewing, I'm going to bump that to every Thursday. If you do have questions, you can put them in the chat here, and I will see them. Hopefully I'll see them. I haven't worked with this software, so as I learn, I'll make sure to get them. And I can answer these in Q&A right now, so if you have questions, go ahead and post them. But if not, I'll hop on and answer them in the comments. And then the other thing I'll do is take suggestions for these live streams. I'm going to try to poll every week, see what you guys are thinking and want to see. This week was the capsule wardrobe, so I hope you enjoyed that. And if you are watching this, and I do have my course out, I'll have a link below to the free capsule or the capsule wardrobe building course. I'm going to put a link to the free course that I have. It's just a course on how to find a good fitting t-shirt. Some of you might have seen that, but I'll put that there so you can join that. You can see that, and you can find yourself some perfectly fitting t-shirts. And then down the line, we'll get you to a good course on how to build a capsule wardrobe. All right, gentlemen. Well, I don't see any questions here, so thank you so much for joining the live stream today. Until next time, stay muscular and stay stylish.